niciuna asemănătoare, măcar. Și abia aștept să mă gândesc la ele.
Pot spune pas? Am zis destul de multe.
Da. Ați inventat vreodată probleme sau subiecte pentru...
Da, am mai compus uneori niște probleme. Cred că am dat o problemă la barajele de juniori anul trecut cu un coleg. Și în general, nu știu, când ajungi să te gândești în profunzime la anumite lucruri, ajungi să-ți pui anumite întrebări. Și întrebările alea, dacă reușești să le găsești un răspuns, se pot numi probleme pentru cei care nu au găsit un anumit răspuns. Așadar că, evident, am găsit astfel de probleme.
Am inventat și eu în ghilimele vreo 2-3 probleme luate din niște teoreme și mă gândeam cum aș putea să mă folosesc de ele, cum să le văd altfel. Și până la urmă am creat 2 sau 3 probleme foarte simpatice. Una, spre exemplu, mi-amintesc că era cu teorema inegalitatea lui Ptolemeu în spațiu și eu îmi cream practic și eu o aduceam în plan. Și problema, deși are în spate un concept foarte simplu în spațiu, e destul de greu să te prinzi în plan și necesită destul de multă muncă.
Nu am fost niciodată, nu știu, extrem de euforic că am reușit ceva. Mai mult am fost dezamăgit când nu am reușit. Asta, practic, dezamăgirea creează progresul. Noi, fiind supărați într-o anumită situație, încercăm să evoluăm. Pe când dacă am privit totul ca o super bucurie, nu știu, ne-am lenevit și nu am mai evoluat.
Și care sunt dezamăgirile tale maxime?
Nu știu, de exemplu, anul trecut, înainte de ultimul baraj, eram, nu știu, cam pe locul 3 și apoi am făcut foarte prost și nu am reușit să mă calific anul trecut.
So what are your big dark secrets, Mr. Gray?
I think you know, Anna.
You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white. You don't go out into the sunlight. I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Vampire.
What? No. Try again.
Okay. You're a rich corporate executive and you have no concern for anyone except yourself. You're a Republican.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, that's true, but I'm also into BDSM.
Is that a workout thing like Zumba?
No, Anna, it's not anything like Zumba. I play with women in my dungeon and things can get a little hot. We've only scratched the surface of my 50 shames.
All right, that makes sense.
What's starting again?
Good. Are they hot? Good. Good for me. Hey, everybody, there's a guy in the audience. Woo!
We only have time for one more question, unfortunately.
He's closing it up. Right, the guy is our last question. Oh,
That makes
wow.
sense.
No pressure. Matt, this is our last question. You gotta make it mean something. It's gotta be meaningful. Our answer has to be powerful and leave an impact. Matt.
Please, for the sake of my well-being, include me in the question, even if it's not geared toward me to say, and to you, Matt, also. Just at the end, if you could. Okay, this is for both of you.
Yeah. Nice. Well played.
In the French mistake, Misha's followers are called Misha Migos. So if you two, either in real life or for your characters, could come up with a name for your Twitter followers, what would it be?
Wait, I thought Misha's was Minions. What did you say now?
Misha Migos was actually, we just came back from Brazil, and that's huge in Brazil.
Oh, so he has a bilingual.
Oh yeah, man, I'm Misha Migos!
Unbelievable. I am on Twitter. I got my Twitter name actually from a fan suggestion. Wow, the dude in the yellow shirt couldn't let for the last question to be answered. He's back again. Honey, we're going to miss our reservation. 2 weeks. So I actually got the suggestion from a fan. God, I thought it was very clever, so I use it. My Twitter followers are called Twixters. And if you're not a Twixter, I invite you to become one. Matt?
That's pretty awesome. I also got one, just to feel like including your question. I also got a Twitter referral, but it's just, I mean, it's not that cool, but it's still cool, those of you that are winners out there. Co-winners, yeah.
Co-winners? I love that. That works.
Twixter just, it sounds...
It's snappy, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, somebody did a good job. Somebody did me right.
Yeah, that's pretty, I mean,
I
that's
know.
pretty solid.
Anyway, and by the way, so follow Matt.
At Matt Cohen, #4, Real. And if you don't think it's me, just ask, because I put plenty of morning pictures on there where I'm like, hey.
I also post a lot of pictures of Matt. So, I'm at Dick Spate Jr., SP8JR. Follow us. Keep watching the show. Keep watching the
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Monday, August 6, 2012, and I have got a lot of stuff going on with me today. First of all, there was the release this morning of a brand new trailer for a new film that is coming out called Shade, which is produced and directed by Shepard Ambellis and Jason Burmis, producer of Loose Change, and it's featuring yours truly. These guys interviewed me for this film. It was probably about 7 or 8 months ago now, maybe. So they've been working on it for a while. And then they spoke with me once again down in Chantilly while I was at Bilderberg. Interviewed me again for the film. So they've just released a trailer this morning. And this film is set to come out in the winter. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I'll put a link in the description to that one if you want to check out the trailer. I've also got it featured right now on the homepage. So we have that going on. That just came out today. And if you want to share the trailer, spread it around on your Facebook and Twitter, I'm sure those guys would certainly appreciate the help as far as contributing to some promotion for the film. And other than that, I have something coming up a little later today that is obviously on my mind all day. I've been invited to take part in an interview with Press TV, the Iranian news channel, and they want to interview me tonight at 6 o'clock live for 10 minutes in an in-studio sit-down interview to discuss the issues going on in Syria. So I am, only about 5-6 hours away from heading down to the studio and doing this, so obviously the only thing on my mind right now today is all the stuff going on in Syria. I've really been trying to kind of stay up to date with everything that's been going on there, and so I wanted to just talk about some of the things today that I've discovered in the last few days, and that I'll probably bring up tonight on the program. And this is also kind of a practice for me, really. Normally when I do these vlogs, I usually sit down and think about what I'm going to say before I shoot the video a little bit. I'll think, okay, I'll talk a little bit about that, and then I'll go into this, and then I'll close with that. However, today I'm trying something different just for the sake of talking off the top of my head and preparing for this live interview tonight. So that's what I'm doing right now. And what we're going to be talking about tonight is the fact that the American, British, and Israeli governments, criminal elements within their intelligence agencies are trying to overthrow the Assad government in Syria, just as they did with Iraq, just as they did with Libya. It's the same old thing over and over again. Now, it has recently been revealed that Barack Obama and the American government's administration there is supporting Al-Qaeda. Now, this is something that many of us have known that they've been doing for decades. I mean, Al-Qaeda has been used as the fear trigger, the boogeyman, against Western society, against anything that they want to use Al-Qaeda for. They have been doing so for decades, since it was created by the CIA, first of all. And, you know, it's constantly been the CIA, Israeli, British intelligence funding, training, supplying arms to Al-Qaeda. So these are the new rebels on the ground who are supposedly trying to fight back against the violent Assad regime. And that's what we're being told in the media here, that this is a man who needs to be stopped, that he is brutally killing his own civilians. They're talking about that he may potentially want to use chemical weapons, and this all sounds eerily familiar. We've all heard the lies coming from the Bush administration back when they were suggesting that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, and we all found out soon that that was a big lie, to go in and topple that regime. And now we're seeing similar things going on with the suggestion that Assad has chemical weapons and is going to potentially use them against his own citizens. Now, this is all about convincing the people in the West that there is a need for the UN and NATO to invade Syria for humanitarian purposes to stop the bloodshed. But the point that I'm going to try to get across tonight is that it is outside forces. It's not the Syrian people. It is outside